Gina Carano.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Disney settles the Gina Carano lawsuit, John.
Yeah.
Check this out. Disney and Lucasfilm have settled the lawsuit from Gina Carano, who accused the suit of discrimination and wrongful termination regarding her firing from the Star Wars TV series The Mandalorian. Filed last year, Carano's lawsuit alleged she was fired for voicing right-wing opinions on social media and sought a court order that would force Lucasfilm to recast her. Elon Musk helped fund through the suit. The filing came after Lucasfilm announced in 2021 that Carano would not return to the hit series after sharing a post talking about persecution for political views, the latest in a series of posts sharing her views on a number of hot-button political views. She was dropped by UTA following the controversy. Terms of the settlement announced on Thursday were not disclosed. In a statement, Lucasfilm spokesperson said, "With this lawsuit concluded, we look forward to identifying opportunities to work together with Ms. Carano in the near future. Ms. Carano was always well respected by her directors, co-stars, and staff, and she worked hard to perfect her craft while treating her colleagues with kindness and respect." Carano, in her own statement, says that the deal is the best outcome for all parties involved, and my desires remain in the arts, and capping off with the line, "Yes, I'm smiling." Okay, so you had texted me when all this went down, because I don't know what episode it was. I couldn't find it, but I remember I was one of the only people. I remember talking to you about this. I remember I think I talked to Campy about this on his show. I talked to a bunch of other people when the lawsuit was going through and what they were listing of all the things that she was going for. I said, she is going to win this. And everyone told me that I was nuts. Everybody said, no, there's no way. Disney's not going to bend the knee. There's no way. I said, she is going to win this lawsuit because of what she is saying there. Now, look, you could say, look, well, she was employed there and they asked her, hey, don't do this. She did it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
She did. And because of it, they said, well, we don't want to work with this person anymore. The problem was that it was what she was saying. There's enough proof there to say, well, I was just putting my thoughts out there in the same way that X puts their thoughts out there about their political views. There was nothing in there that they could prove that she did. Even if you said, you could hint at what her posts were and you could say maybe it was insensitive and other things, sure, but there's nothing. She was still on the show and she was still working to be on the show. I was like, she's got the right legal team, they're going to win this. And it's the same reason why they put that statement out there. I guarantee you it was part of the agreement, was they've got to say something really nice about her inside of that thing, because she has lost tremendous amounts of opportunities. Because you don't think she's lost opportunities because of all that?
I don't think you said tremendous, and there's no way I'll say tremendous because she's a marginal actress at best. So tremendous is a bit of a stretch.
From what
I would say opportunities, sure. Tremendous opportunities, no.
I think tremendous in the first. Nobody was taking her calls. Her agency dropped her. Everything happened. I mean, she built up a side and an audience that wasn't there before because of the support, for sure.
Sure, but if that audience would have traveled with her to that Daily Wire Western and nobody saw that movie, it barely made $18,000 in the movie. So
you're right, and that's what it also didn't have.
It didn't. Anyone saying that she was going to go be this amazing star is out of their damn minds.
Well, they didn't have the power to promote those movies and stuff too, in the way that the machine has for the. I mean, I'm saying you can promote it to one side of things, and you're not wrong. That you probably could have. More people should have gone and seen it. I don't know how good the movie was. I didn't even see it, but I just feel like what it is that, and you know me in general. Yeah. I hate social media. I can't stand it, where I think that it gets like it gets a lot of people in trouble all of the time. It gets people in trouble all of the time on both sides of the coin. It gets people in trouble all of the time. So it's like, I always was like, with Schmodown, I would please stay off Twitter, please, because the thing is, what happens, it goes right past the person at first, and it goes to those in charge, and they're the ones that are, hey, what do we do? What do we do? And a lot of times you get that whole thing of like, oh, well, we're supposed to do this. Well, that's it. You're gone. And that happened a lot during that period of time. Right. It happened a lot. Right. So it could have been one of those things, maybe again, where it was like, hey, can we agree to put this on ice for a little bit, let it settle? You know, because she didn't have to come back in season 3. You just don't make a public, don't fire it. Oh man, I'm so glad to finally talk to you guys about Cash App. I've been using Cash App forever, and now I get to talk to you guys about it. Don't worry, it's very easy, fast to sign up. Do you even know how much interest your money is earning you in your bank account right now? Well, let me tell you some stuff. Cash App can do Way more than you think to make your money work for you. If you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks each month and use the Cash App card for purchases, you can earn up to 4% annual interest on your savings. There's no hidden fees, no minimum balance requirements. Also, you can hit your saving goals even faster by turning on the Roundups feature on your Cash App card with Roundups. Every purchase you make using the card is rounded up to the nearest dollar, and that spare change is automatically put into your savings. Don't let your money sit around and gather dust. Make it work for you. Take advantage of high interest savings on Cash App today. For a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code and earn some additional cash. For real, just download the Cash App, use our exclusive referral code Kristian in your profile, send $5 to a friend. Within 14 days, you're going to get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Cash App is a financial service platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partner. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, members FDIC. Direct deposit, roundups, overdraft coverage, and discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosure.
Well, you're putting out a lot of arguments at once, so I want to take them one. So which one do you want to address? Like, which one do you want to talk
That's up to you. Whatever I said that you disagree with the most.
We tackled the tremendous opportunities, and I think it's absolutely. She still can go to conventions. She's been going to conventions. No one stopped her going. She's signing cards, doing stuff all the time. So that hasn't. But she got lucky with this role. She really did. She wasn't like, wow, we got to see. Her entire role in Haywire was voiced over. Very strong rumors there was Laura San Giacomo, and it was because she can't act. You saw her in Fast and Furious. She's terrible in Fast and Furious. So her doing Street Kicker 7 or Ass Kicker 7, whatever, that's where she belongs, in that straight to DVD, Lionsgate kind of area. So, but Jon Favreau liked her for this role, wrote the role for her. She came in and she did a good job, good to middling job in her role. They didn't give her too much to do because they know she's limited. They protected her, and so it's fair that she got she established herself well. That's fair. But the idea that she had all these opportunities is we established, in my opinion.
She had Fast and Furious. She had gotten Deadpool. She was getting roles.
No one was like, we gotta, she's amazing. She was really limited screen time. She was bad Fast and Furious. Ronda Rousey was better than her.
Let me tell you, first of all, I don't think she's a great actor. I don't.
No, she's not.
But she got opportunities, and look, the things that she did well in, I think, and I thought
she got better before Star Wars. What you meant.
100%, but I thought significantly though she was getting better, and I thought she was. I thought she was good in Mandalorian season 1 and 2. I really did. I thought she was better in season 2 than she was in 1, but I thought she was getting better. And I say this also too. I had the opportunity a couple of times to interact with her, and as a person overall, not beliefs. As a person, I feel heart to heart, she's a really good person. Like, I really do. I think I
think that's what's mind blowing, Kristian, is that she is. I followed her on social media for a very long time, and I had a crush on her since American Gladiators. Like, I thought she was very attractive, and I was very happy. I loved Haywire. I've told everybody to see that movie because I enjoy that film. And Soderbergh has a history of getting great performances from actresses that aren't necessarily that strong consistently. Julia Roberts, Jennifer.
Hey,
I know. But so this situation here, I thought he did a great job with her, right? And so it was all right, cool. But what is so mind blowing is when you look at her posts, and as I said, I follow her on social media. They became increasingly more. How can I say this? Just more seeking the division, seeking the battle, seeking the fight. More explosive, more vitriolic, more toxic. I mean, criticizing Republicans to what happened to Jewish people in the Holocaust, there's madness. And whoever does that is madness, because no one is. Well, I mean, what we're seeing now is we're seeing people getting rounded up, and so and I know that's not the show for that. That is really unsettling and scary to see what's happening now. Now you can start maybe making those comparisons, but back then and the battles that were going on, it was a nonsense comparison, no matter who was making that comparison, right? And so, to me, I think Disney was within their rights to say, we don't want this person representing us. And I think if this was Scarlett Johansson, or if this was an actress they really had a massive belief in, they'd have figured something out. They tried. They get her to go to a LGBTQ listening session with 45 people and Kathleen Kennedy. She refused to do it. So Disney did their due diligence to try to bring her back into the fold and at least play nice with everybody and be done with it. But she didn't. And so in the end, they let her go. And this is just a settling lawsuit to get her out of the way. This is not Disney admitted no wrongdoing in the settlement.
Do you think that they're going to hire her back?
No. I
You
thought
initially said yes.
I thought initially they would, but as I looked at the thing more and talked to some other people who are in the industry, it's very much like, hey, we're doing this. If they bring her back, it might be for a one-off in the whole, like, everybody together in the Mandoverse movie. She might show up in a certain moment, but I don't think they're going to bring her back to put her in Rangers of the New Republic or a cartoon
No, probably not.
series.
Well, because I think that, I mean, it also depends on what Disney, if that's part of the lawsuit, that's part of the settlement, is that they have to bring her back. I don't know. It didn't say as much, but
It didn't say, right.
it didn't say. But if there's something there, because I know Favreau liked working with her a lot.
Yes, he has said that multiple times. She has said that he's reached out after she got
times. So it's certainly possible. The question is, are they going to, because there will be a thing if they hire her back. It's just going to, it's going to be a thing. The question is like, well, yeah, we don't care. We want to have that thing. We want to put this behind us. We want to move forward, and we want to bring her back. It's possible because they never did anything with Cara Dune. They didn't say she died.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Do anything. So it's possible. But the other side, like I said, well, first of all, she doesn't need the money at all because her
family's
parents own like Caesars or something. They're like they're big into the casino. I've been saying this for 2 years.
Yeah.
But it's not about, it wasn't about the money. It was about, I think, and again, that's why that particular part of the statement was so telling, was that whether it's a lot of opportunities or not, the question, what we both agree are, after that whole thing, there were no opportunities. So
right.
So now with that statement, they're hoping in the same way that there's other people who have, you look at like what Armie Hammer is trying to get his career started again, and there's other people who got hit and come. Look, Chris D'Elia right now is touring all over the place again too. He's back, and so there's that bounce back thing. Right, Louis C.K., another one. People are bouncing back from it. The other thing that I was going to say that I heard you say on the show that I don't agree with, and that is that you said that if Kamala Harris would have won, this wouldn't have happened.
Oh, 100%.
I disagree. The judges were already in place. It was the same. Like those judges and everyone that system.
This was a settlement. This is
I'm just saying,
no verdict. This was a settlement between the
judges in general and the court system in general that's been put in place. Or these the idea of what was going on in culture. I think I should say it was everybody that was in power already that are making those decisions legally. It wasn't. I don't think it's just because of, well, if we make this decision, the White House is going to strike us down. I don't think that that's necessarily what this was.
What do you mean? The last 6 months they've been doing that.
But this, I haven't seen them be behind her. I saw Musk being behind her.
Musk was funding her. I think if Musk and Trump were still like, simpatico, because we know they've had the breakup over the last few months. I don't know how much of that is real or isn't real, but like, because when you talk about billionaires, really, you can't put normal expectations on them. The idea of this situation, if they just had bubbled up to the surface to the point where they felt like, and that they felt like, well, this is something that could be a new culture war. Let's bring her out, make her a hero, blah, blah, blah. Then Trump would have absolutely gotten involved because there's no topic too small, too petty, too whatever for him not to get involved if he sees the benefit for himself. So
sure.
I think maybe there may be possible, Kristian, that he got like, how can I say this? That they may have gotten some information that when they settled that lawsuit with ABC with Stephanopoulos for $15 million, and remember, Disney owns ABC, so Disney's privy to all this. Legal might have gotten like, hey, by the way, are you guys going to solve this thing with Gina? I don't think you guys want to get sued again. We will pursue that if it doesn't come to a resolution that makes sense. And so I think that's absolutely what happened. Because there's no way this would have happened if Kamala Harris wins.
See, here's why. Another reason why I disagree is because
they would have fought this to the end.
They don't. That's why I disagree. They didn't have a strong enough case. They didn't have a strong enough case as to say like, well, because there's other people, they probably used a ton of different examples of other people who had political views and posted things and continued to post things out there and continue to say things. Like you look at and
they're a company that can decide who they want to represent them. And
yes, but
points of views they want to represent them. They have the free right in this country to say, I don't want this person representing us.
Unless you feel
it's freaking,
I know, but unless you feel that it's one of these things where like this is what I'm saying. Legally, it is a hard thing to beat someone saying they took me out of my place of work because they didn't agree with my political views.
That's an at-will state, isn't it? So they can decide to take her out for any reason they feel comfortable taking her out in.
Yeah, but then again, that's when you start. If you're a lawyer, you're like, well, that person here it's because of this side, because of the state of the country, and because of the back and forth and Boston Red Sox versus Yankees, where we are today.
Right.
That is it's an argument that is just harder to prove, as far as, or harder to say, hey, listen, well, we got rid of this person because she was doing this on the scene. She wasn't working. That was the thing. She was not on set when she did it.
Right.
That she was on the comfort of her own house, tweeting or whatever it was. That's the problem. If it was now, I think that you're right.
You're representing the brand, you know.
I know, but you're representing if you're representing the brand, like if you're tweeting on set.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, finish.
I was like, you remember the R&B RB3 thing? I'm not going to bring it up to react, but like he was not at a Schmodown event when he tweeted what he tweeted, but yet it became
right
because he was connected for the quota.
But I have also been very vocal in this that was the Skybound thing where I wanted to.
The corporation was like, we don't want you.
I wanted to suspend him. I wanted to say, hey, take a break, and he would have been fine. And that was the case. It was like, because 100%. At that time it was everybody going on. I was like, whoa. Right. Take it easy. And because of that argument, he was at home. There's all this stuff going on. Right. It should have been a thing. The same way I think with her, give her a break, give him a break.
But they tried. She wouldn't listen. They asked her to stop 3 separate times, to stop tweeting the stuff, take a little bit of a break. Don't look to create the fights, the battles, but she wouldn't stop. And look, I'm not saying she, and I can see some people be like, it's freedom of speech. Yes, not freedom of consequences.
I got another one for you.
Yeah. If someone's straight out, hell yeah. Like, hell yeah, sleep with 12-year-olds. Like, what are you going to, you're not going to be like, you know what? Don't fire me.
Sure. Well, look what happened to James Gunn. Well, look what happened in those tweets. Those joking tweets, they got rid of him right away, but then they brought him back because anyway, so this is brought up to me.
Okay.
So what about this? Disney might not have wanted the case to go on further to avoid the discovery phase. Who knows what emails could have shown inside of that? Possible.
Emails of what though?
Maybe back and forth of whatever it might. Maybe there was more inside of it.
That's more conspiracy theory stuff, and I don't truck in that stuff too much. Yeah. So I think Disney saw the lay of the land, saw that Paramount had to pay what $18 million to be able to get that merger to go through. It's not a coincidence. As soon as they paid, all of a sudden the merger went through, and within weeks. Yeah. You've seen the ABC as again 15 million. You see him holding all these colleges hostage for quote unquote progressive teachings, whatever. You see that this guy is essentially running the country like he's a mobster. And so if you're a company like Disney and you're getting hits from the right wing, the anti-woke people have caused this to be over with. You want it to be over with and be done with. And it costs you nothing, because I think from what they said, she only sued for like 75 grand, which is she was getting paid 25 an episode. So it was a modest number. For her, it was more about I just want the pride of the victory.
And she wants an opportunity to try to work again. Now she can walk in and go, I settled with Disney. They essentially admitted they were in the wrong. Hire him.
No, they didn't. Again,
she could say that. I'm saying she could say that though.
No, she could, I guess.
She could say that.
Wrong, but she could.
All right. Anyway, what do you guys make of all this? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. You think she's going to work for Disney again? We're going to see
conversation. I appreciate that.
Of course. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see where Gina Carano lands.